Hey girl, sit tight, don't mind the chaos, and just vibe. Hi besties.
What is up, besties? It is your host Zoe, and I'm back finally with another episode on the Did I Overshare podcast today, and so happy to be with you guys, talking, doing all the fun things. I do want to address my elephant in the room. It's probably nobody else's, but it's mine. So yeah, I took 2 weeks off. And if you're following the Did I Overshare Instagram, it was announced on there. So please stay in touch with that. But yes, I did take 2 weeks off for my own mental health. I think collectively, for the past year of my life, I have gone through so much, and I think I've never processed it. Like I kind of just always kept it pushing. I was like, all right, well, you guys know me. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, life, I just gotta keep going. Like, I know what I want in my life. I just gotta keep going. Just gotta keep going. So I finally hit a wall. I finally crashed. I finally had a point where I was just like, oh my God, lowest of all lows. And I needed a moment to feel. I needed a moment to grieve. I needed a moment to sit here and just think of everything that I never wanted to think about before, and go through every single thing that I didn't want to before, right? So I did that, and I had that point, and honestly, I'm blessed that I had that point, because holy hell, how much do you guys know I have the next 2 months planned for podcasting, right? Every episode, every post, everything is scheduled, everything is done. These 2 weeks have been the biggest blessing in disguise, right? It's just been really good for me, and I wanted to let you guys know why I was gone, because I really, really hate taking breaks. I really hate giving you guys inconsistency, but in that instance, I really did need it for myself. And I just want to tell you guys, don't let yourself get to that point. But if you do, it's inevitable. You will crash at some point if you don't allow yourself to stop, heal, process, be lazy, if that's what you call it, grieve, not do anything, be unhealthy, do whatever you need to do. Take a break, allow your brain to feel and reset, and allow your nervous system to calm down and kind of catch up with you, because I didn't do that for myself, and I regret it. So do it for you. Don't be like me, right? Granted, this is my podcast. Shouldn't I be wanting that? But in this instance, no, don't be like me, okay? Don't crash and burn. But like a phoenix, dare I say, we're back up, and I have so much content to give to you guys. And if you are enjoying this podcast, please leave a 5-star rating and review. You guys know I love that. I have been getting so many new reviews and ratings that I love reading, and I love seeing you guys warm my heart, and so many new followers on the Did I Overshare podcast. So welcome, all you guys. Love you, baddies. Okay. And so today's episode, what is it? Keep it private and keep it pushing. I seen that. I don't know where I seen it, but I thought it. I don't know if I can. I don't really know. My notes are kind of just like a jumble of my thoughts. All right. But keep it private and keep it pushing. And this really spoke to me, because I think I've dabbled in one, but usually not the other. So sometimes I've kept it private and didn't keep it fucking pushing. Sometimes I didn't keep it private, and I still kept it pushing. Like, we're just kind of everywhere. And I think I wanted to choose this episode, and it felt really aligned with me to talk about it, because I think I am in an era of my life where I have finally mastered the art of keeping it private and keep it pushing. Keep going. You don't need an audience. You don't need applause. You don't need fans. You don't need people to tell you they're proud of you, or that, just anything else. Keep it pushing. Don't tell anybody your ideas, your plans, your thoughts, your worries, your anxieties. Keep it together and keep it pushing. All right? And now all of us, we all have people in our lives, right? Now I'm not talking like we all have a select few people that, will know what's going on around us. If I trust you with my life, all right, you're going to know what's probably going on, right? But not everything. That I think I have finally gotten to a point. No, like any thought that crosses my mind, business thought, self-work thought, house thought, I strictly keep it to myself. I don't tell a soul. I don't care if I love you or trust you with my life. I keep it to myself, because I think for me, at least, so much in the past, I often it's like I needed kind of like an opinion maybe, or like approval to do something like, hey, I plan on changing my branding colors. Okay, we recently did that, right? We're green right now. I love fucking with colors, all right? So we're green right now. I didn't ask anybody for that. And, past me would have been like, hey, do you guys think this looks good? Do you think this is what it is? Hey, I'm having anxiety about changing it to this color. I don't think it would, match the vibe, match the mood. I don't do any of that anymore. I keep every single thought I have to myself and for my own protection in a way, I feel like that is the best way I can learn how to trust myself again, because I feel like for me, when I was seeking advice and seeking approval and knowledge from so many other people about things that I held close to my heart, things that I was interested in, my passions, my hobbies, my life, everything that had to do with me, I'm outsourcing information. Genuinely, I grew such a lack of trust with myself. Because it's like I couldn't even depend on myself to make a business decision without anybody else's opinion, right? Hey, this is your business. What color do you like? What font do you like? What brand do you want to work with? What do you want to do, Zoe? What color do you want to wear today? So for me, this process of keeping it private and keep it pushing has allowed me to fully understand myself, to learn how to trust myself again, trust my own decision making. Because I think a lot of the times, some of us don't keep it private because we are scared to make the wrong decision, to go the wrong way. And we think other people somehow know this advice, like, everybody got it but us. She has the best advice. He has the best advice. No, he knows what color my brand should be. It's not his opinion. No, that's not how it is, and that's not how it should be. Now, yes, there's people who help us, of course. We all know that. But I think when you are working on your own passion, in your own life and just the building blocks of it, I think that needs to come from within. Because you have to have that foundation. That foundation cannot be built by somebody else. And I think I caught myself being stuck in that loop, in that process, Like I said, some plans need protections. Having things private, like I said, whether it be ideas or anything like that, it allows you to exist without judgment in spaces and allows you to exist and have freedom. Freedom is truly what it is. When you have freedom to do anything, there are no reins, there are no holds, there are no limits, right? And that goes into everything. And I hope y'all know it, like, it truly affects you more than anything, right? We have a lot of limitations we place on ourselves and what we can do, how big we can go. And, even if it's just physically or mentally, like if we're thinking small, like, in reality, are we not doing much with our business plans, or are we thinking small mentally as well? Like, hey, I shouldn't do this. Let me ask them, what should I do? Stop playing small. Take up space. Have that freedom. Oh my gosh, you want to build a machine with 90 elephants that's never been done before, like, and it will like save the world. Do it. Who the fuck says you can't? Right? But keep that to yourself, because I'm going to be honest. If somebody walked up to me and told me that, in my head, I'd be like, no way, right? Because that's never happened, right? But even though I'm like not hating for real, I'm still putting limiting beliefs into your plans, because who knows what if you do that, right? Just because people don't understand you or the idea you have does not mean they're acting with malicious intent. It doesn't mean they're hating or they're trying to give you the evil eye, or they're like, fuck her plan, she just can't do it. No, sometimes shit does sound crazy. Like if we're looking at somebody, right? If I'm looking at somebody and like they tell me something, I'm just like, hey, I know what spot of life you're in. I know what you're doing. I know how you act. It's kind of like, okay, like a person on the street walks up to you and they're like, I'm going to be a millionaire. You're looking at them like, yeah, okay. And you keep walking. Is it like, it could be as simple as that. Some shit, like, a lot of us can't see. Like, a lot of it doesn't make sense. But that's okay if it don't make sense to me. Just don't tell me, though. Don't tell me, though. Because a lot of the stuff I do does not make sense to other people. But me, when I used to vocalize what I was doing, those other people would be like, hey, this does not make sense. And in turn, it would cause me to doubt myself, doubt what I was doing, and be like, well, maybe this doesn't make sense. Maybe this is impossible. Wrong. No, just keep it in your head. Be as crazy as you can be and be impossible. Have those impossible ideas and those crazy things. But like I said, you don't always need to verbalize it because not everybody's going to understand you. But that doesn't mean it's maliciously. Now, some people really do be hating. Some people make it their life goal to hate. That's cool. Sad for them. Fuck them. Anyway, literally plot, but don't tell nobody, right? You don't owe anybody updates on your life or updates on what you're doing. Literally, I had something. Okay, so people will literally get mad at you for being private. People will get mad at you for not giving them extra access to information, which makes no sense to me, right? Like, you don't owe anybody an explanation. You don't owe anybody updates on your life. Like, I've had a couple people recently, like very, very recently, like mad at me because they don't know my marriage status. The fuck does that got to do with you? We don't, like, nobody knows, like, if you guys just are gonna get secretly married, like, if you guys are just gonna get eloped, if you guys already are, if you guys did that last year, like, what happened? And nobody likes, we don't like being left out the box or left out the loop and shit like that. And it's just like, what the fuck are we talking about right now? Why does it matter what I'm doing? Why does it matter? Why? And then it's just like my relation, and then it's people like it's not my dad. Right? Like, it's like, why does my marriage status affect your daily life? Why does what I'm doing as a job affect your daily life? Why does my thoughts and ideas and my actions and why is this irritating you? Why are you giving me so much negative energy when this shit don't even got nothing to do with you? That makes no sense. That makes no sense to me, at least. That's why I keep it private, because honestly, I'm gonna be honest. And now, one part, this might be egotistic, but this really does feel my ego. Okay, like, I love when people are nosy about me, because yes, you're wrong. No, actually, that didn't happen in my life. Like, I remember, like, sometimes, you ever heard a rumor about yourself and it's so fucking outlandish? It's like, well, damn, what does everybody else think I got going on? Like, I'm intrigued at this point. What else could you come up with? Like, damn, I'm an astronaut. I appreciate that, actually. I appreciate that. Maybe I should be shooting higher. Because a lot of the times people think you got more sauce than what you actually kind of got going on, and it really benefits you. Or sometimes a lot of people underestimate the sauce you got. Either way, it still benefits you. Either way, you're still doing good. Either way, in your head, you can still giggle and tee-hee and be like, damn, she think I'm broke as shit and like, I'm just miserable and like, what the fuck? Me on a yacht currently. Nobody needs to know what the fuck's going on. And honestly, fake it till you make it, right? And even if people are talking shit about you, let them. Like, so let's say you're in the opposite situation and people are like, oh, she got it like that. She got it like that. Why can't she do this? Why is she doing that? In reality, you sitting here like, damn, I'm broke as hell. Hey, that's just more motivation for you, right? Keep it private. Any situation, good or bad, I don't care if you are down bad. They just cut off your stamps, like, down bad, right? I've been there. Been there. You still gotta act like you're the boss. You still gotta boss up. You still gotta act like this is your life and you run it, right? But don't tell nobody. You don't gotta tell nobody that. You don't. We don't, right? And just keep it going. And a lot of the times, I think it's the keep it pushing part that we get confused about, right? Because we can keep it to ourselves, right? But are we going to sit there and dwell on it and just be like, oh my God, I just wish they could see how good I was doing. I just wish this. No. Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Fuck their opinions. Fuck everybody else's opinions. Fuck all that overthinking you're about to do. Fuck the anxiety. Keep it pushing. We don't understand that part. Keep it pushing. You kept it private. Good job. But if you're not going to finish the act, stop being hard on yourself and keep it pushing. You don't need acceptance. You don't need applauses. You don't need congratulations. Keep going. And if you are doing the right thing, you will get those congratulations. You will get those checks. You will get every single thing you need to in private as well. The people that know will know. The people that are working with you know how much money you got. The bank knows how much money you got. Why does it matter that the bitch you don't even like from high school knows how much money you got? Why does it matter? It don't. Keep it pushing. Because you can't have to keep it private without the keep it pushing. Okay? Something I like to say, which ties into the whole beginning part, is don't say anything until it's permanent. And what I mean by this is, don't tell anybody, let's say you want to get a car, right? Don't tell anybody, oh, hey, I'm looking at thinking about getting this car, blah, blah, blah. People will speak fear and doubt and judgment into your dreams. No shade, even if it's mentally and they're not speaking it out loud, don't tell nobody that. And like I said, it don't always have to be malicious, but it's there. Don't tell nobody that until it's done. You're working with a new brand, don't tell anybody that until you've already worked and had the ad campaign, right? You're about to go to Turks and Caicos. Cool. Don't be telling everybody you're about to go. Okay, post the pictures when you're done, right? Nobody needs to know. Also, that's how like crazy shit happens. Like that's how your house gets broken into. Like I had that happen to me growing up. Somebody knew we were out on vacation. Somebody came over. Motherfuckers don't need to know that much information about your life. People don't need to know that much business. Let them guess. Let them be wrong. Let them be right. Honestly, and if you are right, brownie points to you. I will never tell you were right though. Never. You're going to have to watch me. You're going to have to watch my success now. And the private part is also not even just kind of being quiet about stuff, allowing yourself to grow and make mistakes in private. Holy hell, just be wrong. Holy hell. You know how many times I think I restart my life every day. If I feel like I'm not where I want to be, I will try to rebrand every day because I know I can fail however many times, but I got to keep going, right? So I just restart and restart and restart. So what if somebody is right? Right. And it's taking a hit on you. Like, damn, they said I was gonna fail and I failed. Prove them wrong next time, bitch. Start up, get up, fail again. You'll get it one time. Like I had a whole episode about that. Y'all know that. But literally restart your life. I restart my life all the time and keep it pushing. What? Oh, and I seen this quote. I want to read y'all this quote, okay? It says, some things need silence and space before they are ready to be seen, if they ever need to be seen at all. And let me say that because that spoke to me, right? Because a lot of times I would be like, okay, well, I'm not showing it now. I can show it later. Some things really people just don't need to know. You know, not everybody needs to know that you had that accomplishment. Not everybody needs to know that you made it. Not everybody needs to know, oh, hey, I just got a promotion here or a job offer here. Some things really just don't need to be told or celebrated. I had celebrated within you, but publicly, like a lot of the shit, I think, especially with social media, we want everything to be seen. And I really like, coming back to this, I really like the trend going around right now where it's like everybody's posting pictures and like, oh my gosh, that wasn't even my shirt. I don't even know. This girl, she posted, it was this dude holding up a whole bunch of money and she was like, I don't even know this man. And it was like, okay, period. Like, social media is fake, first of all. And a lot of the things we know about the people around us is just hyped up, We all like to paint a picture a certain way or put on an act, maybe, right? Because rightfully so, I gotta act like who I want to be. But it goes into say most of us are lying. Something I had written down that I've been seeing and I really love is treat them like they have a wire on. And I love that because that is how I move in life. Now, let me say that now. Now when I talk to people, I don't care if I've known you my whole life. I'm looking at you like, because in my brain, I'm 10 steps ahead. Who the fuck and how the fuck can you use this information against me? And I hate to say it because that for me personally comes out of a place of survival. Anything I have ever told anybody that has been like kind of serious or something wrong, like majority of the time it's always been thrown in my face, either by someone else or by them. So a lot of the time when I say things, I just be lying and I know that's bad, but I love lying. Like when I was at work, when I used to work in retail at Ulta, I would just lie to the customers. They're asking me, like, I remember when I first got engaged, they asked me, like, oh, when did this happen? Like 2 years ago. I feel like now nobody can know real information about me because I just feel like, nah, I'm gonna keep everything private. I'd rather just keep everything private so everything can be good. So only me, God, and my ancestors know what the fuck is going on around here, okay? And I got it. I got it. Nobody else has to know. So I will lie. If I'm out in public and people are asking me, like, a lot of people like to ask questions about your personal life that make no sense. I just be making shit up. I really do. What's my career? Girl, I'm a phlebotomist. What the fuck do you mean? What? Sometimes you have to lie. And I know that sounds crazy, but not everybody needs the real information. And it could be a white lie, it could be a little small, or you could have fun with it. One time I told somebody else from Nebraska, all right, that's just because Penny from Big Bang Theory's on there. I just came up with something, all right? Literally, I just came up with something. Sometimes lie, because some people really are prying and come off genuine about it. And now, in the overall span and take of this episode in retrospect, I do want to make this known. Not everybody is out to attack you. And I know when I make these episodes, it can sound like, oh my gosh, I must guard myself and shield myself from the whole world. That's not the case, right? Because when I'm talking to you in a way where I want you to better yourself. And I think it would be ignorant for me to sit up here and say all these things and not let you know that a lot of people really do have good intentions for you. A lot of people do want the best for you. There are people who love you and support you and genuinely pray for you and pray over your plans and what you have going on. So don't take these episodes and listen to this like, oh my gosh, I must, guard up, shield up, not tell anybody anything. Because in a sense, yes, but also in a sense, no. Something I've learned recently in life, a village is needed. It's very important. Having a community, having their people, like not even having to ask, but people who do speak life into you and pray for you, it is needed, right? So don't think everybody is alienating you or trying to harm you or hurt you in a way. I promise you that's not what it is. But I just wanted to let that be known before we close out this episode. But yeah, I love you guys so much. And I do hope you enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed it. I love talking to you guys. And yeah, if you did, please leave a 5-star rating and review. I love all of you guys so much. And follow Did I Overshare on Instagram and on TikTok, and my personal ZOEEXEE. Everything is down below in the show notes with the links. And yeah, I love you guys so much. And lastly, if you want to hear your story on this podcast, go down below, click the email at didioversharepodcast@gmail.com and leave your story, right? Whether that be ranting, girl talk, you need advice, whatever it may be. We have special episodes for that. So go down below in the show notes and click that link. I love you guys so much. And I hope you have a blessed week, a blessed month. Bye.